We'll be starting in a minute. Ooh.
Yeah, hang on. I don't know what's going on with that sound. Okay. Actually, we're gonna have to. I think it was just too close to the other camera.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Okay. Can people watching on Facebook hear?
Can people watching on Facebook hear us? Somebody tell me you're on Facebook. Hello, Max. Nice to see you. Are you on Facebook? I'm very good at this, so.
I don't have another device to get on.
I'd say we're good.
Okay.
Let's just go for it. So many screen options to look at.
Okay. Hello there. Hi, I'm Ian. I use they, them pronouns. I'm with Gender Bands. I am here at the Under the Umbrella bookstore with Caitlin, and they're going to tell us a little bit about their store, and then we're going to get into our reading today. We are here doing the Jazz and Friends Reading Day, where we have 4 fabulous books that you can get at this bookstore. You can come in today and get them. No waiting. No, it's better than Amazon. We're going to get into those here in just a few minutes, but first, we're going to take a second to learn about this awesome queer bookstore.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Mahoney. My pronouns are she, that. You can stay in the frame if you want. And I am the owner of Under the Umbrella Bookstore, which is a queer little bookstore on Ute, Goshute, Paiute, and Shoshone land in Salt Lake City, Utah. Everything in the store is queer in some way, written by queers for queers primarily. And I'm so excited to share some really beautiful books about trans and gender nonconforming and gender expansive youth, especially given the environment that we're in right now. I think this is very timely. So thank you all for joining us.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can they hear us? I want to make sure the mics are working on everything. I'm going to assume yes, and we're just going to keep going.
Okay.
So,
no, well, sorry.
First, we're going to do I Am Jazz. We're going to take turns reading. We have 4 books to read. Let me show you all the books. So we have I Am Jazz, Calvin, From the Stars in the Sky to the Fish in the Sea.
Oh, wrong one.
There we go. And Born Ready. So we're going to start off today with I Am Jazz.
Socially distanced, so hopefully y'all can hear me a little bit better while I'm reading. So this is I Am Jazz by Jessica Purple and Jazz Jennings, the namesake of the book and the reason that we have Jazz and Friends Day of Reading. I can read every full time. I'm going to show you the pictures. This will be fun. I am Jazz. For as long as I can remember, my favorite color has been pink. My second favorite color is silver, and my third favorite color is green. Here are some of my other favorite things: dancing, singing, backflips, drawing, soccer, swimming, makeup, and pretending I'm a pop star. Most of all, I love mermaids. Sometimes I even wear a mermaid tail in the pool. My best friends are Samantha and Casey. We always have fun together. We like high heels and princess gowns or cartwheels and trampolines. But I'm not exactly like Samantha and Casey. I have a girl brain but a boy body. This is called transgender. I was born this way. When I was very little and my mom would say, "You're such a good boy," I would say, "No, Mama, good girl." At first, my family was confused. They'd always thought of me as a boy. As I got a little older, I hardly ever played with trucks or tools or superheroes, only princesses and mermaid costumes. My brother told me this was girl stuff. I kept right on playing. My sister says I was always talking to her about my girl thoughts and my girl dreams, and how one day I would be a beautiful lady. She would giggle and say, "You're such a funny kid." Sometimes my parents let me wear my sister's dresses around the house, but whenever we went out, I had to put on my boy clothes again. This made me mad. Still, I never gave up trying to convince them. Pretending I was a boy felt like telling a lie. Then one amazing day, everything changed. Mom and Dad took me to meet a new doctor who asked me lots and lots of questions. Afterward, the doctor spoke to my parents, and I heard the word transgender for the very first time. That night at bedtime, my parents both hugged me and said, "We understand now. Be who you are. We love you no matter what." This made me smile and smile and smile. Mom and Dad told me I could start wearing girl clothes to school and growing my hair long. They even let me change my name to Jazz. Being Jazz felt much more like being me. My mom said that being Jazz would make me different from the other kids at school, but that being different was okay. What's important, she said, is that I'm happy with who I am. Being Jazz caused some other people to be confused too, like the teachers at school. At the beginning of the year, they wanted me to use the boys' bathroom and play on the boys' team in gym class, but that didn't feel normal to me at all. I was so happy when the teachers changed their minds. I can't imagine not playing on the same team as Casey and Samantha. Even today, there are kids who tease me or call me by a boy name or ignore me altogether. This makes me feel crummy. Then I remember that the kids who get to know me usually want to be my friend. They say I'm one of the nicest girls at school. I don't mind being different. Different is special. I think what matters most is what a person is like inside. And inside, I am happy. I am having fun. I am proud. I am Jazz. And that's it. And now Ian's going to read.
Thank you. That was wonderful. All these books are wonderful, really. Hi, as I said, my name is Ian. I use they, them pronouns. I am the founder and executive director of Gender Bands. I will talk a little bit about Gender Bands at the very end, but right now I'm going to read Calvin. For as long as I could remember, I knew I was a boy. There we go. I gotta get the right angle. I draw myself with short hair and a shirt like Papa's. I dream about swim trunks like my dad and my brother wore. I didn't tell my family until the night before our summer trip to Gigi and Papa's. I was scared they wouldn't believe me, but I knew it was time to be me. Whenever I have to do something scary, my dad always says, "Take deep breaths and count down from 5. Breathe in, breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm not a girl, I told my family. I'm a boy in my heart and in my brain. We love you if you are a girl, boy, neither, or both. We love you whoever you are, my dad said. Later, Dad told me the word for how I felt was transgender. Being transgender means other people think you are one gender, but inside, you know you are a different one. I wondered how Gigi and Papa would react. As we got closer, I squeezed my stuffed lion to my chest. I had already told my family who I was. Now I needed to tell them my name. The same name as your favorite stuffed lion? Dad asked. It's why I named him that. It's always been my name to me. When we got to Gigi and Papa's, Dad told them my new name. He introduced me. Our summer trip turned out to be the best ever. At the comic convention, Papa bought me my favorite costume. My favorite superhero signed my poster using my real name. At Waterworld, Gigi bought me and my brother matching swim trunks. Even the water slides felt better in them. In line for popcorn, I made a new friend. I felt proud to tell him my name. We spent the whole day together. On our last day of vacation, at the big outlet stores near Gigi and Papa's, I picked out new clothes. That night, I gave my family a fashion show. You look so handsome, Gigi told me. School was starting soon, and I knew there was only one more thing I needed to feel like me. When I looked in the mirror, I finally saw me. Dad said there were other transgender people in the world, but I didn't know any kids like me at my school, and my school started next week. Being the only one felt scary. How would everyone treat me? What if my friends wouldn't call me he? What if? What if? What if? The first day of school, I dragged my feet to the door. Breathe in. Breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to school. We're glad you're here. When the principal said my name, I felt safe and happy. Violet skipped up to me, calling out my new name, too. You know my name? I asked. Yep, your dad told my mom you're a boy now. I've always been a boy inside. Are we still friends? Yes. Did you bring your jump rope for recess? When I stepped inside my classroom, I couldn't believe what I saw. The cubby, the lunch cart, the homework station, and the mailboxes. The name tag on the table. My new name was everywhere. Everywhere it should be. I felt my fears start to go away. Welcome back, class. For morning meeting, we'll all share about our summers. I knew just what I would say when it was my turn. I stood up proudly to share my summer story, but first, I introduced myself. Hi, I said. My name is Calvin. Calvin. And I felt my what ifs melt away. That cute story. This was Calvin. Up next, we have From the Stars in the Sky to the Fish in the Sea. And Caitlin's going to come back and read some more. Remember that all of these books are available here at their bookstore.
Great. I've forgotten which direction I'm supposed to go in so you can see the pictures. Because the pictures in this one are beautiful. This is From the Stars in the Sky to the Fish in the Sea. And before I get started, I'm just going to say trans rights are human rights and that it is okay to be trans. And that is exactly what we're saying. Okay. Once upon a time, in a little blue house on a hill on the edge of town, a baby was born. They were born when both the moon and the sun were in the sky, so the baby couldn't decide what to be. Boy or girl, bird or fish, cat or rabbit, tree or star. So the baby looked a little like everything. They looked very strange. That's what baby looks like. All the same, the baby's mother gave her child a bath and rocked them in her arms. Your name, she said, is Mulan, and she sang a song that her own mother had sung to her long ago. Whatever you dream of, I believe you can be, from the stars in the sky to the fish in the sea. You can crawl like a crab or with feathers fly high, and I'll always be here, I'll be near, standing by. And you know that I'll love you till the day that I die. And even though they still couldn't decide, the baby felt loved. Sorry if I cry while I'm reading this one because I think it's so cute. Mulan grew up to be a strange, magical child who was always changing. They grew feathers and wings. I really need to see all these beautiful pictures. And scales and a tail to swim with, fish in the afternoons, and fur and paws to play with puppies in the evenings. No matter how many things Mulan became, their mother always brought them back into the little blue house, gave them a bath, and tucked them into bed at the day's end. As the stars rose, she sang, "Whatever you dream of, I believe you can be, from the stars in the sky to the fish in the sea." And Mulan felt loved. One day, it was time for the child to go to school. They were so excited. They grew a tail of peacock feathers and a coat of tiger stripes. "Have fun," said Mulan's mother. But when they got to school, let's pause and see how cute those peacock feathers are. Look at them. I'm sorry. So cute. The other students were either boys or girls. They had no feathers, no scales, no leaves, no fur, no fins, and not even any sparkles. No one invited Mulan to play. One little boy ran up to the child and asked, "What are you supposed to be?" Mulan didn't know how to answer. When they came home, their mother asked them how they liked school. "It's okay," said Mulan. "Did you make any friends?" "Not really," said Mulan. That night, Mulan's mother tucked them into bed and sang, "You can crawl like a crab or with feathers fly high, and I'll always be here, I'll be near, standing by. And you know that I'll love you the day that I die." And Mulan felt loved, but also worried. The next day, they wore a turtle shell and porcupine spines. No one pulled or poked Mulan, but the other children still pointed and whispered. "Did you make any friends today?" asked their mother. "Not really," said Mulan. That night, Mulan's mother tucked them into bed and sang, "Whatever you dream of, I believe you can be, from the stars in the sky to the fish in the sea." And Mulan felt loved, but they also felt sad. The next day, Mulan wore no feathers, no scales, no leaves, no fur, no fins, no shell, no spines, and not even any sparkles. Mulan was invited to play baseball with the boys. No one pointed, whispered, laughed, or stared. But when Mulan joined the little girls playing hopscotch, "Boys don't play hopscotch," said a little girl. "Are you a boy or a girl anyway?" asked a little boy. "Didn't you have a shell the other day?" asked a little girl. "And feathers the day before?" "What are you supposed to be?" said several children at once. "I don't know," Mulan shouted, and galloped out of the playground on horse's hooves, swam through the stream with a fish's tail, and soared up the hill on an eagle's wings. "How was school?" asked Mulan's mother. "I wore feathers and stripes so that the other kids would think I was beautiful, but they thought I was weird. And then I wore a shell and spines so that no one would pull or poke me, but they wouldn't talk to me. And then I tried to be just like everyone else, but I haven't made any friends. I can't decide what to be. Why do I have to be just one thing?" "It isn't always easy to be different from everyone else," said their mother. "You can only be who you are." "What if the other children don't like who I am?" sniffled Mulan. Their mother smiled sadly. "I don't know," she admitted, "but I do know this. Whatever you dream of, I believe you can be, from the stars in the sky to the fish in the sea." And Mulan felt loved. That night, they slept a deep sleep. The next day, Mulan wore fur, feathers, scales, leaves, and many sparkles that glittered like stars. For a moment, none of the other children spoke. Then a little girl said, "You can fly? That's so cool." I like your sparkles, said a little boy. I'm sorry I pulled your feathers, said the boy with red hair. I was a little jealous of them. Milan asked, does anyone want to play with me? They showed the other children how to gallop like horses, climb like monkeys, and swim like fish. It was fun to be many different things. And the child with fur, feathers, scales, leaves, and sparkles, who was neither boy nor girl, many things, but many things and always changing, felt happy. In the little blue house on the hill on the edge of town, Milan's mother smiled and sang the song her mother had sung to her once upon a time. Whatever you dream of, I believe you can be, from the stars in the sky to the fish in the sea. You can crawl like a crab or with feathers fly high, and I'll always be here, I'll be near, standing by. And you know that I'll love you till the day that I die. Whatever you dream of, I believe you can be, for you are my child, courageous and free. And that was From the Stars in the Sky to the Fish in the Sea. And you can buy it right here. I really think that you need to look at these pictures in person. They're gorgeous. And now Ian is going to read our last book, Born Ready, the story of a boy named Penelope.
Hi guys. It's going by too fast. Like, this is our last book already. I'm like, I want to read more. I love all of these books. In case you're just now joining us, we are doing or participating in the Jazz and Friends Reading Day put on by the Human Rights Campaign. We've already read I Am Jazz, Calvin, and then we just finished From the Stars in the Sky to the Fish in the Sea. This is our last book for today. It's called Born Ready, the true story of a boy named Penelope. And I will like to follow up with what you said earlier, like absolutely trans lives matter, trans is beautiful, you trans people are freaking awesome. Same. Okay, here we go. This also has a lot of really cool pictures that y'all should see in person. So stick with that. I'm no ordinary kid. I'm a ninja. Ninjas are strong. Ninjas are smart. Ninjas always win the fight. Usually, ninjas have ninja names. But my parents named me after my grandmother, Penelope, and that makes things hard. Penelope, you're so cute. Penelope, you look like your sister. No one understands. Big brother acts like he knows everything. Penelope, do you know that the air around a lightning bolt is hotter than the sun? Nope. Do you know that everything has a scientific explanation? Nope. I may not know everything, but I know what I like. Skateboards and high tops, baggy blue jeans, button front shirts, math, science, and getting straight A's. And most of all, a mohawk haircut. Please. Mama is the busiest person I know. Papa is the strongest person I know. Big brother is the smartest. Big sister is the bossiest. And baby, he's the happiest. He can make anyone smile. If they'd all stop and listen, I'd tell them about me. Inside, I'm a boy. When I close my eyes and dream, I'm a boy. When I karate chop the bad guys, I am a boy. But my family is too busy to notice. I stomp through the house so they hear me. I cut the line at the playground so they see me. I pound my fists so they feel me. Time out! Pleppy, why are you so angry? Mama asks. Because everyone thinks I'm a girl. However you feel is fine, baby. It's what's on the inside that matters most. If you feel like a boy, that's okay. No, Mama, I don't feel like a boy. I am a boy. Oh, Mama gets quiet. I love you, Mama, but I don't want to be you. I want to be Papa. I don't want tomorrow to come because tomorrow I'll look like you. Please help me, Mama. Help me be a boy. I hold Mama's hands and transfer some of my ninja powers to help her understand. Then Mama says the best word I've ever heard. Yes. She says, we will make a plan to tell everyone we love what we know. What's that? You are a boy. For the first time, my insides don't feel like fire. I feel like they feel like warm, golden love. Our family is from all over the world, and Mama says that makes us wise. Papa G flies from Ghana for my birthday. Mama bakes a cake. We gather around the table. Akwaba, says Mama. Penelope is not a pretend boy or a tomboy. He is our 5-year-old big boy. All eyes are stuck on me. Grandpa G slams his hand down on the table. Ah, Charlie, and all in my language of Twi, gender isn't a big deal. We don't use gender pronouns. I don't understand everything, but I do know Grandpa G is smiling. Good. Let's eat cake. But Big Brother isn't smiling. He looks mad. This doesn't make sense. You can't become a boy. You have to be born one. Mama puts her arms around both of us and pulls us in tight. Not everything needs to make sense. This is about love, she whispers. Papa stands tall. Well, P, if you want me to call you a boy, you'll have to tell me yourself. I stand up tall too. I am a boy. It's Monday, and Mama says school is my responsibility. I'm going to show my friends all of me. I put on my blue pants. I button my favorite shirt. I tighten my long tie. I feel good. I walk into school like I own the joint, just like Grandpa Johnny Boy from Harlem taught me. Hey, Pen, why are you wearing a boy's uniform? My friend Biggie asks. Because I am a boy. And I like my full name, please. Penelope. Yeah, that makes sense. You look great, he says. We high five. Principal asks to see me. Penelope, I heard your classmates were asking about your uniform, she says. Were you embarrassed? I want to tell Principal that ninjas don't get embarrassed. We get busy. But I just shake my head no. Your parents told me you're a boy. Is that true? I think like a boy. I feel like a boy. I might look different from other boys, but yes, I'm sure I'm a boy. Well, Penelope, today you're my teacher. Mama says ninjas need to be powerful, so I study karate. Little P, you ready for this? Master B asks. He's the loudest man I know, and I like it. He teaches me how to fight and train hard with my team. Little P, give me a left foot roundhouse kick, Master Bill says. I try my best, but it's confusing. No, your left foot, left, Master Bill says. If you don't do, you can't become. Mama says, winners are losers who get back up. I say, ninjas don't quit. I practice every day, breathing and stretching, blocking and punching. Most important, I learn to get back up. Master Bill says I'm ready. Papa drives us to my first tournament. I bring my cheering squad. Baby, are you sure you want to fight? Mama asks. Remember to protect yourself, Papa says. Don't worry, I tell them. I'm not afraid. And Big Brother jumps in. Ninjas never back down from a challenge, P. You got this, he says. When we check in at the front desk, my teammates are already there. Yo, you ready, P? Born ready. My opponent is tall. My opponent is fast. We both come to win. This won't be easy. I shuffle my feet. I bob from side to side. Boom! Roundhouse kick to the head. I score. I win. When they give out the gold, what name will they call? And the gold goes to Penelope. Me. It's my time. I'm a boy named Penelope. Let's see to that one. That was cute. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. Sorry, there's like 4 cameras here. Thank you for joining us for the Jazz and Friends Reading Day. And thank you again for Under the Umbrella for hosting us and providing the books. Their shop is in Salt Lake City, Utah. So please come down if you're local and grab one of these books. You can find all their information online. They have Instagram and Facebook. Gender Bands has a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So we have a lot of things. Real quick before we wrap up, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what Gender Bands does and who we are. We are a nonprofit that helps trans people pay for their transitions. So we do a lot of surgery grants. We do HRT grant. We give out free chest binders. We put on the Utah Trans Pride Festival. We also do various support programs. We absolutely know that trans people are amazing and beautiful and special, and they deserve to be in sports. They deserve to be in schools and all the places. Like, just, we exist, we're here, we're wonderful. You can find information on Gender Bands on our social media or at genderbands.org. I think that's all I have to say. Would you like to say anything else before we go? Come on in.
Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the books. You can find us, like Ian said, in Salt Lake City. You can also find us online at undertheumbrella.bookstore.com. You can get any of these books, and we've got a ton of other children's books. And trans is beautiful. We do ship, yeah.
So even if you're not in Utah, you can still buy from them, and you're supporting a queer shop. So it's a win-win. All right, thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you later.